Ah, yes, artwork. There's so many things we could say about this beautiful art piece and what artists do for this beautiful artwork that we all just sit there and admire and enjoy the presence and being. We all learn from how different strokes and how everything is drew into a long piece of artwork and time-consuming eras. Each thing changed into be something bigger, better, and different, and unique in its own little way. Now, I know what you guys thinking. Red, what the hell are you talking about? And why is you showing us pictures of different artwork and anime all together? Well, do you know what all these artwork and anime all have? Well, of course, in common, artists. But not just that. The most hardest and complicated thing for an artist to do with, and I know everybody can agree, is hands. Hands down. Ah, you see what I did there? No? Okay, I tried. I'm not funny at all. But what I'm trying to say is, drawing hands is pretty damn hard. I mean, look at this. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the best when it comes to drawing hands, but I'm sure enough can teach you how to draw the way how I be drawing hands. First, you're gonna need a ruler, you're gonna need to start straightening out some lines, and you're gonna have to make it like, just follow what I'm doing with the ruler, mainly. Just picture it being a crooked house, sideways. I know that sounds weird as hell, but that's typically how you supposed to, well, that's how I do it, because art really don't have no rules. You go by your own pace and by your own way. But this is typically how I do it, and hopefully this will help. But I typically just draw it like this, a slanted house type of way. And I just follow which guidelines that I need to go through. So after I have that, I'll go ahead and start sketching out where I think I want my hands and thumb to be. So I will want my thumb to be where the triangle starts, right there with the point, and get where I want the hand and thumbs to be. So I'm drawing the thumb right now. It takes a minute because, like I said, drawing hands suck ass so bad. But the more you practice and learn how to do it, the better you'll get at it. I promise. So all you see is me trying my best to draw where I think the hands should be and everything. So I'll draw a long line here, a long line there to follow where I'm going and know where I'm gonna put each and every finger is. Also, these fingers have at least 3 sections. Well, except your thumb. Your thumb has 2 sections, but they're supposed to be spaced out. So when you're drawing these, you can count on your fingers actually. They have the little line in your joints where they meet. So that's where your first 3 joints or 2 joint will be at. Also, I like to leave a nice little space in between the fingers because we have these little space in our guidelines. So right here and there, I'll draw a little space and then draw the line right there where the space was, because we have these little guidelines that be here and here on our fingers. Even our thumb has it as well. It's just a much longer space. As you can see, I'm struggling, but I'm glad you're still with me watching me. Now, this hand or thumb right here, it typically has that line shaping. Once you have what you're looking for and how the shape of your hand that you want it to be, you can start erasing some guidelines and areas that you already have. Now, once you have whatever you was just following for the guidelines, I'm mainly just drawing the wrist. So you just draw a quick circle, add a little bump on it for the bone on the side, and then erase that side. You can erase your guidelines if you don't need to, so it can start looking like a normal actual hand, That's what I'm typically doing. I'm erasing and adding more detail onto my hands and trying to follow what's left of the guideline. That's all you're really doing. Now that's one way how to draw one of the hands. I'm going to show you another way how to do so. Start off with a circle and add an upside down, well, not an upside down, draw a triangle but with a little curve as much as you can. So you could add like a little bump on the side, use the ruler to help you find your proper guidelines. You're just drawing a trapezoid or half of a triangle, I should say, but with a little dent in it at the bottom where you could place your thumb. Picture it as like a half mitten. You know how you see those mittens in picture books and all those stuff? Just picture it as a half mitten. Now I'm going to show you how to finish off that mitten. You can add little bumps so you can know which areas where you want your fingers to be, where you want the pinky and your thumb to be. So that's what I'm doing right now. I know which side and area that I want my whole hand to be. Now this is where the thumb is going to be, and this is how, like I said earlier in the video, these are what I mean by 3 placement segments. You have 3 sections right here, and also leave that space. I keep forgetting. Leave that little space, but our fingers have 3 different types of sections, and you can typically make them into big all the way going up to small. You just change the way how you want it to be. You can bend it the way how you want it to look. For your hands, like I said, you're just drawing mittens. You're just drawing that, but as you can see, you can follow which alignments you are using your hand as a reference, going back and forth with it. This is a fun way to test out how you can draw your hands from front, back, side, and all different types of ways. You could go ahead and grab items and objects and go ahead and take pictures of yourself doing so, or actually doing it in the moment and copying how your hand movement is. You could even do it when you're not holding nothing. You could just use yourself as doing a whole wave and follow that movement and try to get the same type of picture or same type of drawing by reference that you can do by looking at your own palm of your hand. And this is for both left and right as you follow the guidelines of how you do things. All I'm doing is following what I left for my guidelines and erasing what is there when I'm done, when I'm satisfied with how I want my hands to look like. Now, once you're satisfied on how you want your hand to look like, you can use this same method for both sides, for your left and for your right, as I'm showing onto this. All you got to do is follow the point. Also, you can use the method of drawing mittens as your other reference for your front and back to follow your different guidelines. But that's pretty much it, my dudes and dudettes. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you guys in the next video. Lil Red out. Peace.